Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Do you remember just a short while ago we were talking about luxury brands hiding price decreases, and I mentioned it through a video that was structured around McDonald's. Yes, believe it or not, I mentioned that has outpriced themselves. One of their CEOs mentioned in an interview that they're going to start going down with their prices. They're going to try to make, special offer menus through their app because they've noticed that their middle class earning customer in the United States of America has been outpriced and is no longer purchasing that much. So similar happening in the luxury fashion world, although a little bit more hush hush. No CEOs have officially come out to say, hey, we're going to reduce our prices, because it's not sales. This is not about, end of season sales. This is about, for the time being, permanently decreasing a price. Like we make videos about, there's going to be another price increase. Chanel double flaps are going to go up in price. Hermes Birkins are going to go up in price. Then there's those videos where people say, look, there's like a pre-sale, secret sale by this brand on invitation only or blah, blah, blah. But then there are those videos that are going to come more and more in the future, mark my words, but still nobody's talking about it except yours truly. And those are the price decreases. Now, this video is fascinating. We're going to touch base on some of these price decreases that are already happening. And they're happening in many different forms and shapes. Now, what is interesting is that in my McDonald's price decrease video, in the comments section underneath, I have received quite a few comments, some of them already sending me receipts from brands that they know that they've shopped from, luxury brands, where they've noticed a price decrease from 1 month to the next on the same product. So I'm telling you right now here as well, please, in the comment section down below, if you're watching this video, thumb it up, of course, subscribe to my channel, but also in the comment section down below, if you also have examples and receipts, right, of products that you've seen from luxury brands in the past weeks or months, or actually right now, where you know that the price used to be higher, now it's lower, but it's not marked down as on sale. No. We're talking about hush hush. It's literally the new price of the product. Like the product used to be $1,000, now it's $800. But it's not reduced in price. Like it's $800. There was a decrease. If you know of any such products and any such brands, let me know down below. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the ones that I've seen thus far playing this game with us, but trying to keep it hush hush. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, superdacob, all spelled together there as well, for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week, so come join the fun and come join the chats. Hi, co-chatters. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. Kev says, it looks like... Oh, Kev, actually, you also mentioned a little price decrease you've seen a couple of months ago. Drop it in the chats again so I can read your chat as well. Now, I'm going to get to one of the comments that was posted under my McDonald's price decrease video, which you can also go and check out, by Emanuela. Hi, Emanuela. How's it going, sweetie? This was a publicly posted comment. That's why I'm reading it. So Emanuela says, what a brilliant video as always, Dacob. Thank you, Emanuela. Thank you so much. I noticed that the Prada re-edition 2000s bag price dropped not a long time ago. I think it happened a couple of months ago. It used to cost 2,100 euro here in Italy, but now, instead of 2,100 euro, it costs 1,800 euro. When I realized that, I was shocked. Lots of love from Rome. Love to you too, sweetie. Thank you, Manuela, very much. So Prada is playing a game. A price reduction, which is not a sale, I repeat, from 2,100 to 1,800 euro. That is a difference of 300 euro. That's quite a jump. Quite a jump. That's a pretty hefty reduction. AJ Star 5769, hi, how's it going, sweetie? Also commented under that video and said, I saw the Prada Crystal re-edition for $2,300 And I was so confused. Am I the only one who saw it for $2,700 just last year? You're not the only one, my dear. Yes, in America, Prada seems to have also switched their prices, and they went from 2.7 to 2.3. That's a $400 price difference. You got to add taxes, of course, at the cash register when you're in America, but there you have it. Now, I've also received confirmation from other brands, which are still to remain a secret because I've been sworn to secrecy, but I can tell you this. The price was reduced drastically overnight, and some customers have purchased certain products at the other price and were not informed that the price then went down to a new standard price, not sale, but like forever price, which then they're going to have a price increase again in 2 or 3 years, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Now imagine being that customer that is buying from a brand regularly, and you buy a product, let's say this hair clip, okay, whatever, just first thing I had here in front of me, and you buy it for $100. And then next week you go back to your favorite store and it's not $100 anymore, now it's $60. It's not on sale, that's the new price tag. And you go, wait, hold on a minute. What? Now, of course, these brands, same applies when they have a price increase. It's not like you can go to them. It's not like the brand can come to you, like you bought this before the price increase for $60. Now after the price increase, it's $100. And you walk into the store with this, you bought it for $60, and you walk into the store the next week when it's $100. The store cannot tell you, hey, this thing is now $100. You got to pay $40 more. Of course, they cannot do that. But in the same token, you also technically cannot really go back to them after the return period is up, you know, after, I don't know, depending on the brand and on your country, it can be 15, 14 days to a month, depending on the laws in your country, the consumer laws. But it's not like you can, you know, after your official date has expired for returning a product, you can't just say, well, hold on a minute, I bought this for 100, but now the new price, not on sale, the new standard price is 60, give me back $40. You see, I think new consumer laws should be put in place for this specific situation, because I personally don't think it's fair on the consumer for the brands to just be like, oopsie, we've outpriced ourselves a little bit. Well, tough titty. And, you know, if you bought something at the more expensive price a week ago, you're the sucker who thought it was worth that much money. But this tells us something. This tells us that these brands definitely work on a very, 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 very high markup. If they can just like this decide, oh, let's go down $500 and we're still going to make a profit, then you know that they've been cheating us, allegedly. You know what I mean? By overpricing stuff to maximize profits as much as possible. Because if they don't have to blink twice to put the prices down and they're still making a profit, then you know that they've been milking us dry. Now, this isn't all. There's more. I read an article where one of the CEOs from Louis Vuitton, LVMH, just at the beginning of the year was announcing that they're kind of, because, you know, they're realizing, we do need the aspirational customer. They're not really saying it that way in the interview, but what they did say was very telling to me. They said in the interview, and I paraphrase, that now they're going to stop with the price increases that were very rampant during the pandemic years, and they're going to focus more, instead of price increasing, they're going to focus more on quality. I kind of fell off my chair when I read that, because to me it made no sense. I thought to myself, well, hold on a minute. Why are you telling us this as if one was mutually exclusive of the other? Why are you saying we're going to stop the price increases and focus more on quality? Are you implying that when you were having the price increases during the pandemic years, you were not focusing on quality? Is that what I'm hearing here between the lines? Because one is not mutually exclusive of the other. You could have kept maintaining quality control while you were upping the prices, but instead what I think was happening, you were pushing production to the extreme where nobody had any more time to actually manufacture pieces correctly as they should be produced, and hence quality started lacking. But you saw that your customers kept purchasing even after you were marking up every couple of months, so you thought to yourself, ha ha ha, let me get greedy and let me milk them for whatever it's worth. Now they're saying, because probably sales have dropped, this is my speculation. Now they're saying we're going to focus more on quality, which makes me feel like I've been scammed. I'm like, so these past 3 years, all the stuff I've been buying from Louis, are you trying to tell me that that's crappy quality? Really? So should I bring it all back to you now and get it exchanged for the new pieces that you're going to make now with quality control? Is that what you're telling me? Because that's what it sounds like to me. Furthermore, let me show you how another way in which I believe the luxury brands are going to decrease their prices. Now, hear me out on this. This is a very, very sneaky approach, but this is what I'm noticing lately. Certain products that are not classics, okay? We're not talking about the classics that have been around for, the Speedy at Louis Vuitton, the Timeless Classic Double Flap at Chanel, the Hermes Birkin, or the Lady Dior at Dior. I'm talking about newly launched bags that during the last 3-year pandemic period would have, as a seasonal launch, would have a very high price tag. I think the luxury brands can hide the price decrease by launching new products that haven't been launched before, but pricing those new products at a lower entry-level price than they would have been priced had those products been launched a year or two prior. So this way, you don't have the proof that said product has had a price decrease because the product didn't exist a year or two ago. But all we have to go by is certain products being released a year or 2 or 3 ago, having a certain hefty price tag, and now a similar product of a similar size, of a similar construction, with similar materials costing less than it would have cost had it been released 2 years ago. And this is something LVMH seems to be really good at. Okay, and I'm going to show you an example of what I think is a really good example. Monogram canvas, Vachetta leather, all the classic trademarks of Louis Vuitton. Now, when they launch a monogram canvas piece with Vachetta leather, we're talking a new one, a new seasonal piece, relatively regular size, $2,500 to $3,000 is what usually you would pay for it. Or, like 2,000 euro. Now, they're launching a brand new bag coming out on March 1st, but you can pre-order it already on the Louis Vuitton website, which is also something they didn't used to do a lot in the past. You would have to go to the boutique to buy it. Now they're allowing you to even pre-order stuff, pay in advance, online. We'll ship it to you when it's here. Don't worry, we're not limiting production. I'm like, oh, how interesting. Oh, we're not playing the limited edition game anymore. Okay, girl. Well, let me show you. Here's an example. And I'm going to show you the euro price, and then I'm going to also show you the dollar price. Don't worry, we're going to get both prices. Look at this. This little tiny giblet, okay? 1,600 euro. Now, you might think it's still too expensive. I think this was originally planned to cost 2,000. I can only speculate, obviously, because I don't work for Louis Vuitton, and this is a pre-order. Look at that, pre-order now. Okay, and I chose this bag as an example because I think it's a cute bag. Oh, there you go. Katie says, I think it's cute. Yeah. Now, Monarch says it does make you feel like you've been scammed, right? MMM says not them exposing themselves. Let me show you another picture of just a bag without the lovely lady modeling it. It's like a soft one. You can kind of squish it a little bit. It comes with a little lock, and you know what I mean? It's a vibe, okay? You might like it or not like it, but what I'm saying is a bag like this 2 years ago or 1 year ago, 1,600 euro? No, this would have been 1,800 to 2,000. I think it would have been 1,800 to 2,000. The way it's structured, because of the monogram, because of the vachetta, you might think, but that's not a lot of vachetta. Let me show you the side of the bag. Here's another picture. You see what I mean? Like it's a whole structure. Like this bag is structured to have this teardrop effect on the side, and then it's kind of stitched together. It's not as simple as the pochette accessoires. This thing has a little bit more to it, construction-wise, and the zipper pull and the little lock. I mean, the whole construction is a little bit more going on there. I think they're going down with their launch prices. Okay, their launch prices are not as high as they would be. You know what I mean? Katie says, it's like the Dior club bag that was released for 2 seconds last year. Well, there you have it. Now, €1,600. Let me show you the dollar price for the pre-order. There's also pre-order now. You know, as we know, Louis Vuitton costs more in America, import taxes and what have you. Anyway, $1,980 plus tax. I think as a launch price for this thing, it's still expensive. I'm not saying Louis Vuitton is not expensive. It is. But I think they would have charged you more 2 years ago for this than now. That's just me speculating. Let me show you the second photo. Still American price, $1,980. So you get to see the whole thing. Pity that you cannot detach the... Here, this strap. It's not detachable like it is on the pochette accessoires. But it is what it is. So this is an interesting example, in my humble opinion, of how a decrease is there even though it's not really there. You see what I mean? This is how you can hide it, by launching a product that you would have priced higher in the past than you would now. I repeat, thumb up the video and let me know in the comment section down below if you have any examples of further brands and products that you've seen cost a certain amount of money and now like magically the brands now charge you a smaller amount of money without calling it a sale, without kind of scratching off the initial price and writing the reduced price underneath. We're not talking about sales, we're talking about full-blown price decrease. If you have any examples, please do let me know down below. You know what I mean? So, you know. Oh, Dean DiCaprio says in the chats, Louis Vuitton continues to stop their pre-orders to lower their prices. Isn't that an interesting point as well? So I'm telling you now, expect in the future to see more and more of this. This is a little bit dangerous for the brands because if more and more of us consumers become aware of this, we're going to stop buying because we're going to think, well, hold on, let me poker this out. Let me wait a little bit because like if I don't buy the product now and I wait another couple of weeks, then it's going to be cheaper. And then we're all going to be sitting waiting for the prices to go down and nobody's going to buy anymore. So the brands have to play this very strategically and very safely so that the people still keep buying as this process happens. How do you do that though? That's what I'm telling you. It's like walking on a minefield, but at the same time, they got to keep making revenues. Some of these brands have shareholders. They're on the stock market. Other brands are privately owned. Chanel is still privately owned, while LVMH, Louis Vuitton, belongs to LVMH. They have shareholders. They got to respond to their shareholders. If they don't deliver the percentages of revenues every year, the shareholders are going to start selling the stock. If the stock gets sold, Bernard Arnault wants to buy whatever's there, like to be like, oh my God, let me save the value of this brand by buying the stock myself. But other than that, you can plummet a brand that way. So they got to play it very safely and strategically while still keeping selling, but at the same time, making it again affordable to the aspirational customer, which is the customer that most of these luxury brands have alienated in the past couple of years totally from their roster. Now they're realizing, oh, oopsie, the 1% rich are not that dumb after all. Just because they got all that money doesn't mean that they're going to spend all that money on trash, alleged trash, right? So we need the aspirational client after all, don't we? Let me know down below if you have any examples. Dean DiCaprio says, Goya has dropped some prices on their Saint Louis tote. It magically just changed. Not by much, but it's slower. Well, thank you for letting me know, Dean. I'm going to have to check out, the receipts. But so there you go. Allegedly, we also have Goya lowering prices, decreasing magically prices. I'm telling you, you're going to see more and more of this happening. So keep an eye out. And my tip to you is don't let the FOMO get to you so quickly like you used to let it get to you in the past. I say let's poker this out, people. We, the consumer, let's get our wallets back in our own hands. Let's poker this one out, There you go. Kev says, in an interesting comment, says, in a way, no price increases is almost like another form of price reduction because they're not like upping them every 6 to 7 months. I mean, you could see it that way as well. But then again, it's not like our salaries are going up either. So, you know, it should be better than just no price increase. I still believe there should be decreases instead. You know what I mean? Rather than just like staying like at that kind of level where nothing decreases. But Kev, what was that brand where you saw the, did you leave it in the chats higher up? The brand, or did you talk to me a couple of weeks ago saying that it went down in price? You were looking at a price tag of a certain brand, and you were kind of upset because you bought it at a higher price and then you saw that the price was reduced. Kev. Ah, you meant Burberry? Oh, there you go. Well, we'll go. If Kev says it. No, Kev says my Celine bag went down, but that was 3 years ago even. All right. Well, you guys, until next time, let me know your thoughts and prayers down below. Subscribe and thumb up the video. Bye.